Here are the Canon cameras explained easy. Of course, we're gonna keep it very simple to the R series, which is the most popular. And we have the Canon R100 and the R50. Both of these are budget-friendly entry cameras into the space. I will say, I do think that the R50 is a pretty decent step up from the R100 because the R100 is lacking a lot of small quality of life features. But it is still very solid. I've seen a lot of really good photos on stream from the R100. But the R50 is a very solid little camera. I genuinely really like this one. And for the price you can get it at, even more so on the used market, really good camera to pick up. Then we have the R10, which is one of my favorite little cameras in terms of budget. Actually, I used to not like it that much. My only downfall with the R10 is that it can't record in a log color profile, which I personally really dislike. But outside of that, if we're talking sports photography, it has a good electrical shooting speed as well as a good mechanical shooting speed, which I believe is 23 on electric and 15 on the mechanical. Very solid. If you're a sports photographer, that's a camera you can pick up and use for a very, a few years, a very long time. And you can get it super cheap. Like a week ago, I posted that you can get it for like 600 bucks on the Canon refurbished website, which means it also comes with a warranty. Shout out to the guy who told me that. I think if you're somebody who's willing to spend a little bit of money and looking to buy one Canon camera to keep for years, that is one you should get. Then you move on to the R8. People love the R8 and I understand why. This is the entry-level full frame camera that you can get with Canon. This camera can shoot very fast. It can shoot up to 40 frames per second. And although it doesn't have a mechanical shutter, which by the way, first curtain, it is not a mechanical shutter, it still has a good readout speed. So you're not gonna get super terrible jello warping whenever you're shooting fast moving objects. I think this is a really, really solid camera. I see why a lot of people like it. Then next you have the R7. This is a cropped sensor, but still very, very solid camera. There's a very solid electrical shooting speed as well as a good mechanical shooting speed and pretty solid video capabilities. We'll say it is a little bit on the outdated side because it hasn't been updated in a little while, so the reading speed on it is not the fastest. In my opinion, I would just get either the R8 or the R10 instead of the R7 and spend more of that money on a better lens. Then you have the brand new R6 Mark III that just came out, or R6 series. Very good step up. This is when you start getting into that budget that if you're doing photo or video, unless there's very specific features that you need, everything above this point can do pretty much everything you need. These are the good cameras for all of my run and gun freelance shooters like myself. I do a lot of video and photo, so these cameras can do all of that. And I'm honestly gonna keep it short. Everything above this, you just take whatever this camera's good at and you elevate it and give it extra features, and that's how you go through the R6 through the R1. The R5 is a full frame, like 45 megapixel sensor that can shoot fast and has amazing video capabilities. Then you have the R3, which is an amazing camera, really good for wildlife and sports, can shoot insanely fast.